you do when that angel comes into your life and wraps his fragile arms around your neck and gives you a great big embrace? What do you do when that angel tells you, I want to be a chef when I grow up, but he's never tasted food in his whole life because he has a lot of medical conditions? Hello, Toastmasters, and welcome guests. I want to share with you a story about a little boy named Nicholas and his inspiring journey of courage, strength, and hope. 5 years ago, I met a little boy named Nicholas. He was an Easter Seals child, and I was the Easter Seals district manager. As a district manager, I met lots of children with physical disabilities. Lots of them had challenges, their parents had daily challenges. But this one little boy did something to me and just captured my heart, and I still don't quite understand why when I've met so many amazing kids. I spent a lot of time with his mom while she was confiding in me and talking about what life is like as a child with a disability. And she shared with me that he had been through, in his 9 years at that point, 29 surgeries to repair a whole slew of disability that he was dealing with. And out of those 29 surgeries, he actually died 3 times, but was revived. I realized there is somebody looking after this little angel, and he's now my angel as well. His mother told me he had 3 wishes, and I thought, I want to hear what these 3 wishes are. So his first wish was to ride and own his own 4-wheeler. He didn't have control over his life and his body, but he wanted control on his bike. He'd been saving money through selling chocolate bars to buy this bike, but it would take him a long, long time to buy this bike. His second wish was to meet Shania Twain. Shania Twain was his favorite superstar. He played all of her CDs over and over again until they wore out, until his mother had to buy more CDs for him. So this was one person that he really wanted to meet. And his third wish was to go through a risky surgery to save his life. He had 4 doctors in London, Ontario that he'd been seeing, and they're trying to create a special surgery to correct his curved spine. So there's 3 wishes. So I thought, I have 3 healthy children. I have a husband. I have a home that I can enjoy. I also have a camp that just happens to have a couple 4-wheelers in the garage, not doing anything. So I went back home that day and told my family about this little boy, and I said, listen, we have a couple bikes here. We have some wishes to grant. Are you on board with me? And they all said, absolutely. So we made arrangements to meet with Nicholas and his family and deliver this bike. So that day came, cameras were flashing. My husband proudly rode the little bike off the back of our truck and brought it over to Nicholas. I'll never forget that smile on his face. My kids were so proud to be able to give them a special gift. He gently placed him on the bike, put a helmet on his head, and he drove around the park, feeling freedom and control for the first time in his life. He was about 10 years at that time. So wish number 1 was granted. Now comes wish number 2. And wish number 2 involves Shania Twain. How am I going to get Shania Twain and Nicholas together? I was driving in the car one day and I heard on the radio that she was coming to Timmins to carry the Olympic torch. Timmins is only 4 or 5 hours away. This is probably the closest I'm going to get to Shania Twain. What am I going to do? I don't know this lady, but I do know Rotarians. So I pleaded to my Rotary Club, who have a lot of connections. And there was one gentleman in that room who said, I think I can help you. So he made a few phone calls, and lo and behold, an arrangement was made for Nicholas to meet Shania Twain. This was in Timmins in the middle of winter. It was in January. So we arranged for a car, we arranged for hotels, we even arranged a limousine to get Nicholas to see his superstar. So the day came, Shania was there, they had a couple hours, just the 2 of them. They shared embraces, pictures, stories, emails, and a private tour of the museum. This was an amazing day for Nicholas. Wish number 2 was granted. Now on to wish number 3. Wish number 3 I really don't have a whole lot of control over because it involves surgery. I'm not a surgeon. What am I going to do to help with this wish? Nicholas has severe scoliosis and his spine is curved like this. He has a shrinking trachea, so he breathes through a tracheotomy. He has a punctured stomach lining, so he's fed through a tube. He has a lot of problems, this little boy. He is now 14 years old. He has 4 doctors in London that have been poking and prodding him for 4 years, trying to figure out how are we going to get this surgery to help this little boy survive, because his spine is shrinking and it's crushing his lungs. He's going to die. Well, I Facebooked him last week. He came into my heart and I Facebooked him, "Hey Nicholas, how you doing? How was Halloween?" He says, "It was great, Lisa." He says, "And guess what? My surgery has been scheduled. It's for November 13th at 6 a.m. Toastmasters, that was yesterday morning. Now, I haven't heard from his mother, or I haven't heard from him, obviously. I'm sure he's in ICU. It's been on my heart to share this story because I need to have as many thoughts and as many prayers for this little boy who's now 14 years old and in grade 10. He needs to survive.